Hey, American contractors, viewers of the American Contractor Show. I'm here with John Dye at Win the Storm, and I have to tell you, anyone that is associated with American Contractor Show, you are a badass.
Big shout out to American Contractor Show. If you don't know, you definitely need to check out the Storm Summit. They're doing it in excellence. Check them out.
Hey, what's up? This is your friend, Francisco Serrano. If you haven't checked it out, American Contractor Show, YouTube channel, Facebook channel, Twitter, Instagram, all the platforms, you need to go them, like them, start learning about your craft.
Hey, I'm Matt Danskin with Restoration Referral System. Check out the American Contractor Show. The truck that they've got is awesome. Everything else that they have going on.
This is Larry Bache with the Merlin Law Group, helping policyholders for more than 30 years. If you have a claim or your client has a claim that needs help, please feel free to call the Merlin Law Group because we are the true policyholder advocate.
C3 was eager to help us, and even whenever we weren't giving them work, they were still eager to give advice. The things that they were putting out for the for changing from DMO to RFG and giving that to the industry and not charging anything for it, I thought was really cool. And that's stuff that I as a contractor appreciate. I'd recommend C3 to any contractor that's looking for a PA, especially if you're around Colorado. Great guys, man. I'm nothing but happy with the work they've done for us.
What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. I'm meteorologist Andrew Myers, bringing you guys your daily hail forecast, sponsored as always by C3 Group, Merlin Law Group, and American Contractor. You guys can go ahead and check them out in the link or in the description to this video. So into today's weather, we got some multiple risk areas for you guys. Most of them are going to be wind, but we do have some hail chances along the Front Range and into the Central Plains. So we're going to talk about that. And then tomorrow we're going to have the beginning to a quiet end of the week. Not a whole lot of severe chances to be able to pin down, but we still may see some storms here or there. And then finally, our glance at the tropics. As usual, we have a tropical disturbance. Oh, they're saying the audio is messed up. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's still, that's why it's...
Is it just because it's quiet?
Yeah, like I was saying, but...
I mean, my mic is on. So you can hear me okay?
it's still low like it was before. It didn't
Oh.
improve at all.
Yeah, I guess our audio is really low right now, so I'm going to try to speak up for you guys. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, blame Andrea. We're trying to get the audio worked up, but yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments, and we'll try to answer those and enunciate for you guys. So we're going to go into our risks for later today, but first things first, we're going to get into our usual events here. So we got our 2021 hurricane season roundtable, and that's going to be on YouTube and Facebook, virtual premiere on July 20th. So we're going to be talking about a little bit about this hurricane season, what we can expect for that, as well as how to stay prepared and how to get ready, who's going to be impacted. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. Everybody's saying they can barely hear, Heather. I'm not really sure what we should, well, everybody's saying they can't really hear me.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Shoot, I think our mic might be broken. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Should we just end the video? I'm not really sure what to do, because the mic and the receiver are working.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can pump up the volume. That's a good idea. Oh, hang on. Yeah, go ahead and I can give it through the producer mic, Heather. Let me just give the forecast through the producer mic.
Okay, I can't even hear myself in the producer mic.
You can't?
No.
Oh.
So, well, one person said that he can hear just fine. Just keep going. We hear you really good, so I don't know what the heck is going on.
Okay, let's just try it through the producer mic then. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off and turn the producer mic on. And and then at the very minimum, I won't be a distraction.
People are like, they're saying they can hear you, but it's really low.
Yeah. Here, let me just get to it.
And then like, you know how to use the producer mic?
Yeah.
Okay. Like how to turn it.
Yep. Okay, producer mic is on. Son of a gun. Okay, it looks like our mics are not working properly, so we may have to go ahead and do this through the producer mic. I'm gonna go ahead and try to speak up for you guys, and we'll get through to our daily hail forecast here. So first things first, our upcoming event is the 2021 Hurricane Season Roundtable, and that is going to be on July 20th through YouTube and Facebook. So make sure and come and visit us for that. And then, let's see, after our Hurricane Roundtable, after our Hurricane Roundtable, we are going to be at the Grapevine Convention Center in Grapevine, Texas on August 4th. So you guys can come see us for the NTRCA mini trade show there. And then last but not least, we're going to be at the Thunder Road Race for Recovery on September 15th. This one's in Norman, Oklahoma, guys, at the Oklahoma Motorsports Complex. That's where our team was yesterday, racing those go-karts, and man, do they go fast. So make sure you guys get registered for that. If you guys like racing go-karts, you can see if you're the fastest roofer in town. 100% of the proceeds of that are going to benefit roofers in recovery. So not only is it going to be a great event, but it's also going to a great cause. So make sure you guys get registered for that on our link tree. You can sign up to sponsor, and you can also sign up to race. So make sure you guys go ahead and check us out at the Thunder Road Race for Recovery. Then into yesterday's storm reports, we had quite a few to go around the nation, all the way from Nevada into New York and along the East Coast. But most noteworthy was going to be through Iowa as well as Wisconsin and Minnesota. We had a lot of tornado reports specifically, as well as some hail and general wind reports. But definitely noteworthy day for tornadoes through the area. Quite a few went through. And then we also, again, did get some scattered hail out of that. So that leaves us with 45 tornado reports from yesterday. Again, that's reported tornadoes. That's not 45 separate tornadoes, but that's 45 reports of tornadoes through Iowa yesterday. Only 14 large hail reports for the risk areas from yesterday, but we did get 123 high wind reports. So definitely a wind day for yesterday. That catches us up a little bit to our 2021 or our 2020 numbers. We are at 707 tornado reports and over 1,000 tornado reports from last year. And then we don't really want to talk about our hail or wind reports from this year as compared to last. We're at 3,900 for large hail this year and just under 10,000 high wind reports for this year compared to quite a few more last year. So we are still definitely running behind those numbers, but we had an active day for tornado and winds yesterday. So that's kind of what we're looking at for now. So for our current conditions, we are going to be sunny and clear across most of the nation as usual, but then we do have an area of precipitation and clouds working our way through the Ohio Valley into this afternoon and evening. That's going to continue, and that is where we will get our strong wind chances through that area for this afternoon and evening. But again, for most of us, we're going to be beautiful across the nation. We're sitting in the 60s and 70s along the west coast, and then working our way up into the upper 80s throughout the south. So for our dew points, we're going to be hot and sticky across most of the east into today. We're sitting in the 70s for our dew points, so right close to our regular temperatures, meaning it's going to be humid through the south and the east into today. Then for our instability that we're going to see based off of all that, we're getting quite a bit of it through Colorado as well as through the upper central plains, through Kansas and Nebraska. We're going to see quite a bit of Cape working our way east, but then once we get into our risk area, that's only going to be in the low to moderate values. So not a ton to ride home about, but we still could see enough to produce some severe hail later this afternoon. And then as the evening goes on, as we start to get that daytime cooling, that Cape's going to start to linger or taper off. So moving towards what we're going to see for our storms later this afternoon. You guys saw that band of storm working its way through the Mississippi Valley, and through the Mississippi and Ohio Valley. That's going to continue into this afternoon, intensifying by 5 p.m. all the way from Kansas up into Ohio and the very far western part of New England. That's going to start to form bands pretty quickly, and those are going to push through the area, and as they do, we will get some gusty wind threats along with it, as well as a possible tornado threat through parts of the Mississippi Valley, so definitely stay weather aware if you guys are in that area. Looking at a lot of strong winds for our main risk in that area for today. And that's going to continue through the afternoon and evening, and then by the overnight hours, it's going to start to taper off a little bit. For our Colorado and our southwestern threat, we're not going to see a whole lot of hail chances through the area, mostly going to be wind through Nevada, through Utah, and through Arizona. We could see some gusty winds from those messy storms moving through there. And then if you guys note, you can see a couple of cells moving through Colorado into this afternoon, and those could produce some scattered hail chances as well as some gusty winds. Probably not going to get too much large hail out of that since it is low to moderate in terms of our instability. However, we still could see a couple of larger stones here and there. And then as the evening moves on, those are going to get messy pretty quickly through Colorado and stay messy through the southwest. So we're going to get mostly a wind threat out of that later into this evening and tonight. So then for our hail forecast into this evening, I wish I had more to tell you guys, but unfortunately it's looking like it's just going to be a small area through the Central Plains. Cheyenne, you guys are on the outer edge of that risk for today. If a cell can hit you guys, you could get some quarter to $50 sized hail, but mostly it's going to be through the far eastern part of Colorado and the western part of the plains. We could get some quarters to $50 through that area. Then for our winds, we're going to see the same risk area as our hail for winds, as well as winds in the southwest and the Ohio Valley that we talked about before. So starting our way through the Ohio Valley and the northeast. St. Louis, you guys are in the most noteworthy wind threat for today. You guys could get some gusty winds with those bands moving through, as well as Indianapolis and Cleveland. You guys could also get some stronger winds in that area. If you guys are in Wichita or in the northwestern part of Oklahoma, you guys could also get some bands pushing through your area, and we could get some stronger winds from that. Cheyenne, you are once again in the risk for gusty winds as well as hail. And then the biggest city of note in the southwestern risk is going to be Cedar City, Utah. You guys could also get some strong winds pushing through your area. Then into the next couple of days, it's going to be pretty quiet, guys. We've got the trough that's making its way out of the U.S. right now, and then we've got pretty much quiet weather for the next few days, really weak gradient in temperature, and that's not going to help us much with our storm chances. That's 12 p.m. on Saturday. We're not really seeing much in terms of troughs moving through, mostly just hot and stable weather across the nation, and that's going to continue through Sunday, and then finally through Monday. Not going to see much of a change in that in our severe weather chances. So today is pretty much our last shot at any significant severe weather for the next few days. So for tomorrow, as expected, no severe hail expected for tomorrow, but we are watching a little bit of an area through the northern plains, but it's too scattered to really put out a risk for into tomorrow evening. So that leaves us with our last graphic, but not least, our 5-day tropical outlook. We've got a 10% chance of formation from this guy that's sitting out in the Atlantic right now. Really low chances, guys, only 10%. It's going to move northward into a less favorable environment, and as it does, it's probably going to weaken. So we're watching it in the event that there is any intensification, but it's likely that that's not going to happen, and it is kind of in the middle of the Atlantic right now, so nothing crazy for us to worry about in terms of tropics for the next few days. So for our quiet week ahead, not a whole lot of updates, but if you guys do want to stay tuned to our weather forecast, you can follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Hit See First on Facebook so you never miss a live video, and you can also check us out on YouTube if you hit that subscribe button. And then if you want to get in contact with us, you can call us at 855-334-4245. You can also email us if you would rather at info@hailtrace.com, or check out our website, hailtrace.com. Sorry again for the technical issues for today, but if you guys have any questions about our forecast, you can go ahead and leave those in the comments, and we will do our best to answer them for you. And we will keep you updated on our weather chances, but for now, I'm meteorologist Andrea Myers. Thanks for watching.